as they run towards the third last. Champagne Fever didn't get very high, neither did Unatu in second place. My 10 to All Yours under a motionless McCoy in third. Jeski moves into fourth from Puffin Billy. Dodging Bullets coming under pressure. This is the second last. Champagne Fever on the right. My 10 to All Yours is cruising up just to within a length or so of the lead. Puffin Billy was untidy behind the leaders. Unatu is towards the outside. Jeski's in behind them, waiting in the wings, and they've kicked away from the others. They turn for home. Champagne Fever is kicked for home. Goes a length and a half clear under Ruby Walsh, but stalked by his friend and rival AP McCoy on My 10 to All Yours. Jeski is switched to the far side as they race towards the final flight. Champagne Fever is joined by My 10 to All Yours. Then Jeski on the far side. Champagne Fever won't lie down without a fight here. My 10 to All Yours has suddenly got to find something, and Champagne Fever is too game, too determined, and wins. Champagne Fever, Ruby Walsh salutes the crowd, beat off My 10 to All Yours, who didn't find so much up the hill. Then Jeski in third, followed by Unatu, Puffin Billy. They race for the final turn now, the final left-hand turn, and it's overturned on the inside, but Simon Sig is cruising up on the outside in the hands of Barry Geraghty, and Simon Sig now takes over in the Arkle and is soon clear. Bailey Green is left second. Simon Sig at 2 out and jumps it like a stag from Bailey Green in second place. Overturn is well beaten and is passed by His Excellency, and now the final fence for Simon Sig shortens up. He's over. Bailey Green is running a tremendous race, and Geraghty goes for his whip. It's Simon Sig by 2 lengths. Bailey Green is running on in second place. Simon Sig is forced to dig deep here, very deep from Bailey Green in second, and Simon Sig has to work hard but wins the Arkle. Bailey Green, what a run in second place in the hands of David Casey. His Excellency was third as they run down the hill towards 3 out. It's Rock On Ruby that leads by a length and a half. Countrywide Flame going up on the inside of Zarkandar. Then Hurricane Fly out wide under Ruby Walsh and Binocular. They race for the final turn. Rock On Ruby bidding to follow up last year's win. Zarkandar, Hurricane Fly, another previous winner coming down the outside from Countrywide Flame, and then Binocular. And here is the second last in the champion hurdle. Rock On Ruby is joined by Hurricane Fly. Back in third, Zarkandar. Countrywide Flame on the inside. They round the final turn. Rock On Ruby is taken on and passed by Hurricane Fly. Hurricane Fly strikes the front again at Cheltenham from Rock On Ruby. Zarkandar is back in third. Then in fourth is Countrywide Flame, but it's Hurricane Fly who has stretched 3-4 lengths clear of the field, racing to the final flight. Hurricane Fly takes it a great jump. Countrywide Flame is running on well down the near side of Rock On Ruby, and then Zarkandar up the hill. Hurricane Fly by 2.5 lengths to Rock On Ruby, and Hurricane Fly, the first horse since Comedy of Errors to regain the champion hurdle title. It's Hurricane Fly for Ruby Walsh and Willie Mullins. They win again at Cheltenham. Rock On Ruby, a great effort in second. Then Countrywide Flame as Zarkandar as they head towards the second last, and the French raider Seren Dane and Jonathan Pluganu is in front here from Shadowella, jumping up into second place. Then Swinkham Flame and Una Artiste, and then Kempford Grey Lady. Ruby Walsh is asking Q Vega to try and get on terms now as they run round the final turn, and Seren Dane is chased into the straight by Shadowella. Then Kempford Grey Lady, Una Artiste, Swinkham Flame, then Cordo Shiny. Q Vega's beginning to run on, albeit under pressure. She's moving now into third place. She's gaining very quickly, and the crowd are roaring her on. Seren Dane is over in front, chased now by Q Vega. Can she win again at Cheltenham? Here she comes on the near side. Q Vega's coming to take it up for a 5th win at the festival. 2009, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Q Vega has won again, and this time she had to dig herself out of trouble. Wears down Seren Dane. Swinkham Flame in third. They run down towards the second last. Pont Alexandra just holds the advantage. Chatterbox on the right now laying down a challenge. Takanda Saw right there as well. Then on the outside, Rule the World from Minsk as they run to the final turn. Pont Alexandra is now asked for more by Ruby Walsh. Stretches into a lead of about a length. Fova Rule the World in second place. The new one is now quickening on the near side, coming through to challenge under Twiston Davis. On the far side, Takanda Soy and Chatterbox, and Pont Alexandra can't go on, and the The new one shows the best turn of foot, and a flying jump at the last will surely seal it. The new one by 3 lengths to rule the world. Pont Alexandre is one pace, and the new one, a locally trained runner here, gets a big cheer from the crowd. The new one wins the Neptune in the hands of Sam Twiston Davis. In second place was Rule the World. Pont Alexandre as only third as they run towards the final turn now, and they've got 2 fences left to jump. Plenty of chances here. Goulet up the inside of Real Milan. Hadrian's approach trying to come through. Boston Bob suddenly finding his stride out wide and takes it up. Boston Bob quick and well there for Paul Townend. Kicks into a 2-length lead over 2 out. Boston Bob from Lyrene Legend. Then in third is Hadrian's approach. Goulet and Lord Windermere out wide. Approaching the final fence. Boston Bob by... Oh yeah, he ploughed through it. He's gone. Boston Bob is down at the last. This leaves Lyrene Legend and Lord Windermere to fight it out up the hill. Lord Windermere on the near side. Lyrene Legend on the far side. Lord Windermere is just doing the best. Goes a length clear. Lord Windermere and Davy Russell lift the RSA. From Lyrene Legend in second. Hadrian's approach back in third from Union East as they race downhill towards the third last fence. They're well clear of Wishful Thinking and Sanctuaire. This is 3 out. Sprinter Sacre on the left, Sizing Europe on the right. What a clash, but Sprinter Sacre at leisure now strikes the front. Sizing Europe still going all right though, on the right in that yellow jacket as they race towards the final turn. They're well clear of Wishful Thinking and Sanctuaire, and then Titaniano as they now head towards the final left-hander, and Sprinter Sacre is opening up here from Sizing Europe. Sprinter Sacre still hard on the bridle, turning the left-hander and now jumping the second last. Sprinter Sacre over safely by 6-7 lengths to Sizing Europe in second place, and here he comes towards the final fence here. Sprinter Sacre, oh, absolutely superb, drawing right away from Sizing Europe in second place. It's going to be 8 out of 8 for Sprinter Sacre, chasing Slater Superstar, storming up the hill. Another show-stopping performance, a steeplechaser from the gods. Sprinter Sacre wins the Queen Mother. He is the champion, the new champion, beyond any question. Sizing Europe in second, Wishful Thinking back in third, Sanctuaire.
Union Jews has moved to lead the bumper field back towards home. Poised on the outside, Regal Encore. Right round the outside, Briar Hill. Then Levon Danton, Golantilla and Blackmail behind these, and pushed along in seventh, Pure Science from a long way back. Now they make their way up the home straight. Briar Hill for Ruby Walsh has moved through the lead. Then in second place, ridden along is Regal Encore. Golantilla is back in third. Pure Science staying on into fourth. But up the hill, it's Briar Hill who's scurrying away. And it looks as if again the bumper will go to Willie Mullins. Ruby Walsh driving Briar Hill to a ready success. Briar Hill won the Weather is Champion bumper. In second was Regal Encore, tight for third. Possibly Golantilla holding on from the Liquidator.
As they jump 3 out, and Dinas was the leader there. Dinas takes it up as they run to the final turn. Captain Conan trying to go with the favourite into second place. It's Tom Scunamour from Barry Geraghty. Beneficent relegated to third. Marito still running on under Ruby Walsh in fourth place as they run into the home straight, just under 3 furlongs to cover. 2 fences to jump in the Jewson. Dinas leads to Captain Conan. Beneficent is hanging on in there in third place from Marito. This is the second last. Dinas, oh, he stood right off it, reached for it, and Marito is down, went fourth and still in with a chance. Is Dinas challenged by Captain Conan, who's staying on really strongly. So too Beneficent on the inside. At the last, flying jumps from all 3. Beneficent staying on really strongly, regains the advantage. The favourite will be beat. Beneficent by 3 or 4 lengths to Dinas. Captain Conan flattening out, changing times, is staying on well. But what a game win here by Beneficent in the hands of Brian Cooper. Dinas didn't really get home in second place up the hill. Down the hill towards 3 out. Joe Tizard on the right cue card. Brian Cooper in the centre. Aboard First Lieutenant. Out wide, Jason McGuire. First Lieutenant made a bit of a mess of that. For Non-Stop is back in fourth place. They run for the final turn. First Lieutenant coming under pressure. Cue card leads the way, going best. They run to the turn. 2 fences left to jump. For Non-Stop is chasing after Cue card up the inside of First Lieutenant, and then Champion Court. They race down towards the second last in the Ryanair chase. Q Card looks to have them beat, but will he get up the hill? Q Card by 3 lengths to Champion Court. Over 2 out. Q Card, Champion Court, First Lieutenant, and for non-stop. Now there's 1 fence left to jump. Q Card and Joe Tizard, Champion Court and First Lieutenant trying to rally. Here now is the final fence. He met it well. Q Card over. He sailed over. 5-6 lengths clear of First Lieutenant and Champion Court. No fluffing of his lines today. Q Card is clear of First Lieutenant with 100 yards left to go, and Q Card is going to lift the Ryanair chase in tremendous style. First Lieutenant in second, for non-stop just held third. They race down the hill towards 2 out. Bog Warrior's advantage being eroded slightly by in second Rev de Sibla. Celestial Halo still going well. Smad Place likewise. Get Me Out of Here on the extreme left. On the outside then Oscar Adara. They race towards the final turn. Headless Cross has been pulled up with 1 flight left to jump, but a long run to it. It's Bog Warrior, Celestial Halo in second place, a former winner at this meeting in the Triumph Hurdle, goes second. Solwit goes third. Rev de Sibla, Smad Place is back in 5th place, and then Oscar Adara. They race towards the last. Celestial Halo looming up on the near side of Bog Warrior, who now looks vulnerable, and Solwit is unleashed on the far side by Paul Carberry. They're still 100 yards off the final flight. A grinding run. Celestial Halo on the near side of Solwit. They've kicked away from Bog Warrior at the final flight. Celestial Halo didn't meet it very well, and Solwit is left in front. Solwit is pushed into the lead from Celestial Halo. Then Rev de Sibla and Smad Place. Solwit driven out 2.5 lengths clear of Celestial Halo. Solwit and Paul Carberry wins the World Hurdle. From Celestial Halo, a mighty run in second. As they race for the final turn, they're a long way off the final flight. Rolling Star is now being pushed along with Semetegal. Then Swinney-Moore and Lac Fontana. Far west behind these, Our Connor has cruised into the lead here. Our Connor in the hands of Brian Cooper, and At Leisure has drawn 3 or 4 lengths clear like a very good horse as they race towards the final flight, and Our Connor is a long way clear of Dear Carly, Rolling Star, then Semetegal and Far West, who's plugging on, but this horse looks way too good for them as they race towards the final flight. Our Connor has only got to jump in to win, and a lovely jump over the last. Our Connor by 12-15 lengths from Semetegal and Far West, then Dear Carly, Rolling Star and Vasco de Rosray, but this could be a future star here. Our Connor is going to rout them in the JCB Triumph Hurdle. A hugely impressive win from Far West in second, Semetegal back in third, Dear Carly 4. At Fisher's Cross with every chance as they run towards the final turn. They're tracked by Inish Island. Utopia de Boer still round the inside, then Lebec. They straighten up now for the final flight. O'Phelan's Boy is pressed by African Gold. Here comes At Fisher's Cross towards the far side. Then Utopia de Boer. A long run to the final flight. O'Phelan's Boy coming under pressure. It could be left for African Gold and At Fisher's Cross. Inish Island is trying to join in. Still 100 yards or so off the last. African Gold and At Fisher's Cross together. At Fisher's Cross travelling very strongly indeed. At the final flight, great jump from At Fisher's Cross, and now he says go. At Fisher's Cross by 2-3 lengths to African Gold, and then Inish Island. At Fisher's Cross never out of a canter and stretches away to win the Albert Bartlett in the hands of Tony McCoy. Tight second between Inish Island and African Gold. So this is 4 out, and it was Long Run and Sir Deschamps in the air together. Silvignaco Conti back in third. The Giant Bolster Bobsworth is struggling to go with them as they run down the hill towards 3 out. McCoy drops 1 pair of goggles. He wants a clear view of the action here. Silvignaco Conti moving well in behind. Long Run on the inside. This is 3 out in the Gold Cup. Long Run didn't get too high. Silvignaco Conti is gone, and Bobsworth was slightly hampered. It's Long Run on the inside of Sir Deschamps. McCoy steals a half glance. He can't see Ruby Walsh. He's gone. So Long Run and Sir Deschamps, they run round the final turn, just under 3 furlongs to cover. The Giant Bolster is back in third place, and then comes Bobsworth, who's running on gamely now. Bobsworth as they run towards the second last, and this could be attritional up the hill. Sir Deschamps on the outside of Long Run. The Giant Bolster and Bobsworth over 2 out. A great jump from Long Run. Sir Deschamps looking tired. Bobsworth is now beginning to get his act together on the near far side, and Bobsworth, you could never write him off, and he's come through to lead, jumping the final fence in the Gold Cup. Bobsworth is safely over from Long Run in second, then Sir Deschamps up this muddy hill, this mercilessly muddy hill, and it's Bobsworth by 2 lengths to Sir Deschamps, who's rallying in second, then back in third is Long Run, he can't go on, and it's Bobsworth and Barry Geraghty for Cheltenham Gold Cup glory. Bobsworth hampered by the fall of Silvignaco Conti, and he came back to win. Sir Deschamps in second, Long Run was third, then the Giant Bolster, Cape Tribulation, Captain Chris further back, and then Wayward Prince.